Alrighty, everybody, just give me just a few seconds here, just kind of starting up everything and whatnot, getting things going here, trying to also get the kitchen going, so that way that everything can be started up for the food and everything like that as well, chat. Just trying to get everything situated and sorted here, but as soon as I can, I will have the screen switched over as well, but I also do need to use the bathroom, so just bear with me, everybody. Kind of like everything is just hitting me all at once right now. Gotta use the bathroom, gotta take care of the kitchen, so just light on. So just bear with me momentarily here, chat. I will have everything going on, but happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. So I will be right back in a jiffy. Okay. Oh, I don't like that stretch. I don't like the stretch. Okay, that's better. I like that. Okay, that is much better. How we doing, everybody? Think we have a good Thanksgiving starting off already here, chat, with everybody. I got some Peter Stokeby Optimum on the tray here. We ended up picking up some. So the Madre ended up gifting me some cash to do my other mixture that I've been doing, as you guys know. Where is my chocolate cherry that I've been making. Now, the thing about the chocolate cherry though is that I use Lane's Limited Berry Cherry mixed with Lane's Limited BCA. Now, problem with that. This is the only specific chocolate cherry that I've made like that. So, I actually need to go and buy, again, Lane's Limited Berry Cherry in order to mix it with the BCA that I picked up just last night. Because my goal was originally to go to the lounge and pick up their Lane BCA. Because I thought that theirs is fresher, tastier. It actually has that chocolate milk kind of vibe to it. That's why I've gotten some taken out of here, so that I could load some bowls of it. I actually loaded some in the this guy last night, my glass pipe, and I even loaded some in my my German Briar pipe with the Rammstein here. As you can see, there's a little bit of the not a little bit, the fresh bowl still loaded in there. Smells fantastic. It literally smells like chocolate milk in the bowl. But this one is fantastic. Now, the one I got from the Big Smoke, that shit was just nasty. Like it tasted like they had given me some BCA that had been sitting there for months. You know, so it lost a lot of its flavor. It leached into the jar. It had just the bag's taste when I was smoking it. And I did not like that. This one has a chocolate milk, kind of vanilla, chocolatey kind of taste to it, right? The idea, though, was to do like I did with the last one, though, and mix the chocolate and the cherry together. So I made a chocolate cherry or a cherry vanilla kind of vibe to it. The problem is I went and got some of the dark cherry Cavendish by Cornell Diehl, which I love Cornell Diehl. This is not a bad cherry, Chad. This cherry is so good on its own that I didn't need to add anything with it. This cherry has a cherry liqueur on it, not. It reminds me kind of maraschino cherries a little bit. I think the syrup is what I'm really thinking of, the maraschino cherry syrup that you get in the bottom of the bowls and stuff like that usually. But mixed with a liqueur, and that's what we got here. So the dark cherry Cavendish by Cornell Diehl is honestly good on its own. I would honestly recommend it. I would say, if we're going out of 5, right, it's about a 3.75 on taste. It could be a little bit better on the taste, a little bit heavier on the actual burley, maybe, or maybe it's the Cavendish or something like that, maybe in there. Something could be a little bit heavier to bring out the smokiness of that, so maybe make it a little bit heavier, thicker of a smoke. Maybe some Latakia in that would have brought that out a bit more. But it's a good smoke nonetheless. Now, the room note is where this is a 5, alright? Anybody who smells it as soon as you're smoking this in the room, they're like, whoa, what is that? That is going to be the dark cherry Cavendish right there. That is the vibe that it can instill on people as soon as they smell it. Because it's just that good, chat. So, we have officially killed the disposable, the coffee disposable that I've been vaping on for a while now. It's finally killed. As you can see, there is absolutely no juice left now. Oh, tiny bit. Just a tiny little bit left in there. we got the Green Bay Lions game going on too, chat. Been a competitive game so far. And they started a touchdown, we got a touchdown, they got another touchdown, so we'll see if we get another touchdown. I also know that it's probably going to be a bit of a slow chat one here today because we got everybody going to the family and stuff like that. So for anybody who does watch this video afterwards, please know that I was hoping that you have a very safe trip on your travels, especially where if you're traveling, it might be snowy out or anything like that, rainy. Like right now, we got a lot of mixed kind of like weather going on in between. Rain and like sunshine. It was just raining. Now it's stopped raining, so I actually open the window, but it's not raining right now. It's air in here, so it's natural light. I like the natural light here when I can. And give insight on the landlord how much option they have to serve papers or something like that today. So I'm okay with leaving the window open like that. We can actually allow some natural. I mean, look how bright it is outside right now, too, chat. You can see how bright that is. Like, that's mainly because the trailer outside is reflecting all that white right at us. So, but it adds a nice ambiance in here, adds some nice natural lighting in here, plus allows for the heater to blow its fucking hot ass on out the window, not right up at me all the time. So, now I wait for my Peter Stokely to drive a little bit. We're actually gonna start the other pipe here in just a second. But I figure we'd actually get a like a dab and everything. They're going, holy shit, this guy finally died on me. Shit. That died, so we're gonna let that charge up before I use that. So beforehand, let's go ahead and actually get some fresh water in this guy so I can actually load up a bowl. I've done that in a hot minute. I know you have a hard time breaking those, so next time ask me, I'll help you. Alright, check. Got some waters. The leafy here. Well, technically that's a little over. That's okay. It's the one time I've ever done it like that. I never knew that it took less than a bottle of water. Just shy of a whole bottle. I thought it took 2 bottles of water to fill a big ass vase. Alrighty. Load this bad boy up, chat. Oh, we do. We have a little bit left of the sunset sherbet, chat. So let's go ahead and do some of that. As soon as you open this jar, it just hits you in the face, chat. It's just that pungent. Okay. That's some fine canvas right there. Throw that back in the jar. And piece over the jar. this way, I don't have to put this in the grinder, because this is a fairly dry one, chat. So the leaves on this one are uber dry, because this is probably 4 weeks old, no, 5 weeks or 6 weeks old, actually. I've actually done a really good job since been using pipe tobacco on conserving everything that I've used. In fact, that I've probably had a better actual rationing of all this stuff than I have ever done in my entire life, chat. That's... Let me move my coffee cup real quick. I'm going to put this out there because I was going to grab some more coffee from last night and heat it up in the coffee cup. Got a cold soda to start off the day here, chat, because I figured before I do the nice cup of coffee, a little soda. We left these outside because it's that cold out there, chat. Okay. Grab our Peterson pipe. Double check everything. Make sure there's no moisture or anything like that built up in it, but I didn't clean up the other day. Stokeby Optimum. Now, so what I've looked up, chat, is that this is not just a vanilla strain of tobacco here, right? I should really say a strain of tobacco. It's or topped and stuff like that, right? So this actually has some flavoring with some fruits in it. So apparently they use some stuff like apricots, mangoes, passion fruit, and some other ones that, at least that's what people always say that they taste. in combination with the vanilla. So there is a vanilla that's like a cream. Perfect loaded. Yeah, there's still coffee to warm up. That's what I was saying. I left you enough in the pot, so we got enough loaded for that. Let me go ahead and grab the glass pipe, chat. So we're gonna see how this actually tastes because we're gonna put this in the glass pipe. So again, for those that are new to the channel, a glass pipe use for tobacco instead of using it for like cannabis, chat, is going to be a lot like a clay pipe, because a German clay pipe style for testing tobacco, especially aromatics or English blends that you're trying out for the first time, or you individuals like red Virginias, bright Virginias, Perique, Burley, all that stuff. You're trying to do them in between, and you want to know what the flavors are going to taste like individually, but you don't want any ghosting. You don't want anything from the past bowls to mess with it. You don't want it to have any type of extra flavor, anything like that. You want just to try the natural taste of the tobacco you just bought. Well, my friends, this is the only way to do it. Load it into a glass pipe if you ain't got a clay pipe. Now, both are going to be just as, like, I say, dangerous in a sense. When they get hot, I have seen people do this stupid shit of, oh shit, let go of it because it gets hot. Pipe falls to the ground and it shatters, especially when it's hot. It is going to be weaker at that point. So the glass will shatter. Or in your case, if you're using a clay pipe, it will shatter. Right? So that is one of the downsides to using either a glass or a clay pipe for tobacco, is that if it gets hot, and it will, it's going to fucking burn your hand. Ideally, if you're holding a clay pipe, you're going to hold it like this on the stem, right? So it would look more like this. This is how you would hold your clay pipe. You're not going to hold your clay pipe by the bowl, because that bowl is going to get fucking hot. So, will this. But the difference between glass and the clay is the glass has a higher retention to heat. So it's going to take me a lot longer to get that bowl hot before my finger starts being like, oh fuck, okay. I got to constantly move my finger away from it because it's super hot, right? And that's usually more so my thumb. Thankfully, my thumbs are pretty resilient to heat from all the cooking I've done over the years. So I can leave my thumb on there pretty long, but then the side of this glass will start to get hot as well. So then I usually start moving it down to like this. I'll hold it in a weird fashion, kind of like this, so I can still hit my bowl, or I'll kind of move my hand around and just kind of lightly just. And I actually have to keep my mouth up and over this instead of in the ring. Normally, if you're smoking, you would be like this. Around that little hole right there, creating an even smaller hole to suck it in more, right? Type of word I'm giving you, how's it going? Welcome in. But so, in this case, the way this guy ends up hitting, chat, it creates so much heat from the tobacco at the front of this Sherlock that right here, if I don't actually put my lips actually around the ring, then I'm actually going to get all that heat on the lips, and it feels like little razor blades cutting your lip at times. It does fucking hurt. So it looks kind of fucking gay, I ain't gonna lie, when you're hitting it like that, but it looks like I was totally sucking a dick, but that's pretty much what you gotta do in order to hit the glass pipe properly. Otherwise, you're gonna burn your lips. You're fine. So I told you they would get a touchdown after they got a touchdown. But so we got the Peterson System 302 loaded with some Peter Stokely Optimum right there. So we got loaded in our glass pipe for a taster, and then I got loaded in the German fryer pipe. We have loaded some Lane Limited BCA. Haven't started that one up yet. Now, I am excited for this one because it's been sitting a little bit longer, so it's kind of aged a little bit more in the bowl. So it should have a little bit more of the chocolate milk vibe to it. Whereas last night, it was a little still too moist out of the pipes I was smoking out of, like the corn cob and the out of the glass pipe here. And I was getting much more notes of, I would say, smokiness. Almost as if it had Perique in it, but it didn't. It doesn't. It's just, I do believe Red Virginia, Black Cavendish, or no. So the Lane BCA is just going to be pure Black Cavendish aromatic. I was thinking of the fucking dark cherry, because I was looking at the dark cherry Cavendish. That's not just Red Virginia Cavendish, as they call that. because they steam their red Virginia instead of using, I can't remember which one they would normally use to make black Cavendish, but they call this red Cavendish, is what they use in a lot of their stuff, especially like in their Autumn Evening that I got some in this baggie. So I put some in my bag to help kind of dry it out, chat, of the jar. So, and I've pulled about half of my jar out. That's how much tobacco I've used out of this so far already. When I say that I smoke a lot of pipe tobacco, chat, I smoke a lot of pipe tobacco. Okay, I am definitely the equated saying of, oh man, that dude's puffing like a chimney. I do get some fruits there, but I don't know what it is. It's a mixture of fruits. I definitely get the vanilla on the end note there. It's definitely a creamy note, and I like that. Oh my gosh, my nose. There we go. I clip the nose there a bit. And it's got a really nice taste to it, chat. Can't quite put my finger on and all the fruits. You do taste the berries though. That is the biggest note I've seen online, as everybody says that you'll taste like the raspberry note come through on this, and you really do taste the raspberry note, especially if you're tasting it out of a glass or a clay pipe, chat. Oh, and yeah, I do have a geek vape that I can give to my girl's roommate. She's actually out of mods and stuff like that, so I'll let her know I can hook her up with one of those. That I'll give her, since I'm using more of my pipe tobaccos than anything. Chad got his E200 right here, so. That was interesting. Somebody trying to be that retarded in my channel, especially for on Thanksgiving. I mean, for fuck's sake, on Thanksgiving you're gonna be that retarded? I mean, shit, dude. The reason why you're probably gonna be alone on your fucking Thanksgiving day today. Just saying, being that fucking type of ignorant. I mean, Chad, that was a special kind of ignorant that thing fucking banned it right before it even happened. Thank you for that French invasion. Appreciate that. Yo, I actually had forgot about that name for a hot minute there. I had to go look at that, and it's like following since May 27th. I was like, oh damn, of last year too. Holy shit! So it's been a hot minute. Like I have not seen that name come through here in a hot minute. I want to say you used to have a different name though, didn't you, French? Didn't you used to have a different moniker name? But I do appreciate the lurk there. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, fam. All the way to yours and yours. Having a good one. after we get done puffing on this bowl here, chat, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go help out with the stuff out in the kitchen. I gotta do some moving over some stuff around. We got a couple boxes I need to move out there, some garbage I need to take outside for Thanksgiving Day, you know, just make sure that's nice and clean for the friends and family that are coming over today. So that's why I'm doing this small stream, to hang out with all of you lovely folks and souls that are coming through here. I almost said folks, or fools and folks at the same time, which came out like folks. I don't know what the fuck I was trying there. But all you lovely folks, for your lovely Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys are having safe trips too. If anybody is driving, please have a safe drive. You know, I don't want any accidents. I want to hear about any accidents. Hopefully, if anything can happen, that's always like the worst. I always worry about is like hearing about how so and so streamer fucking just got into a car accident because they were fucking streaming while they were driving. And I've seen quite a few of those on Kick already. And it's like, look, I get maybe if you got to just kind of being like the co-pilot or whatever the case is, maybe you're using it for navigation while you're doing your stream, but you're streaming and you're talking to a chat, which means you have to read a chat. And if you don't have somebody that's like actually as a co-pilot reading the chat for you so that you can answer the questions, that becomes a danger. And I do really worry about those that do that. So please be safe out there. Please, please. Just because, again, at the end of the day, you might be a better driver than the others out on the road. That doesn't mean the other idiots, though, are going to account for your actual skills. They might be the reason why you end up getting into an actual really bad car accident this week. So try to make sure we be safe out there, chat. Okay, I wanted to make sure that the microphone doesn't get drowned out over the music in the background, chat. That's the other big thing right there. So we got any fellow pipe smokers in the chat? Let us know what you're smoking on. If you're smoking a cigarette, let us know what you're smoking on than that. If you're smoking a cigar, also let us know there too. We are definitely fans of the cigar here as well, chat. As much as many people may not know it, we are definitely fans of cigars here. So, if that's one way to show it, other than the AJ Fernandez torch lighter with the punch up on the bottom for the cigars right there. I like tobacco. That's just kind of my thing, chat. That is the kind of vibe we get here on the stream is I like tobacco. I like to talk about the actual medicinal and religious and spiritual properties of tobacco. Especially in the idea that tobacco is very often misunderstood. And I think that's because of the factory smokes, right? So you got like Pall Malls, you got Camels, you got your fucking, your Marlboros. Those are trash. If you're gonna roll your own cigarette, I respect you. If you're smoking a cigar, I respect you. If you smoke a pipe, I respect you. But if you're smoking some Marlboro bullshit, fucking dumbass, fucking pre-made cigarettes and stuff, no respect to you. Like an American Spirit is about as close as I will let anybody get to a factory cigarette. But I'm like, stop. Right there. Like that right there still is bad because it's got chemicals still sprayed on it, even though they claim they don't. They do. Okay? Now, they claim that it's not as bad of the chemicals that are sprayed on there, like maybe Marlboro or maybe, fucking R.J. Reynolds Camel does and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, though, these still got chemicals sprayed on them. Now, when it comes to the pipe tobacco and all that stuff, really the only additives that are really added to it are the flavorings, the toppers and the casings and stuff like that. You can get an English blend, which English blends are all natural. That's just all pure, beautiful tobacco right there, and it's gonna taste fantastic, but it's not gonna have the same kind of room note, though. That type of pipe tobacco is the type of pipe tobacco that, unless you are a fan of tobacco, you are literally gonna have people being like, "What the fuck are you smoking?" And they're gonna be like, "Get that shit out of here," because it's gonna be so strong, pungent, and fucking just whoa, right on the nose, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck is that smell? It's just how it goes, chat. It's how it goes. Trust me. Whenever I smoke on some of this big ass jar of fucking English right here, I always have people being like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, that's real fucking tobacco, my friends. That's just pure red Virginia with a dash of black Cavendish. And it's literally only added into that red Virginia in there, chat, that black Cavendish, to not make it an aromatic, but to make it more of a hybrid, so it's just on the cusp of between an aromatic and an English blend because of the black Cavendish, but it's just such a sprinkling of it that it actually pulls out the other undertones of the red Virginia that you normally would not get if it's just plain red Virginia tobacco. I pulled the potatoes and onions out and I put them in the chair. Some fine tobacco though, chat. Fine tobacco. Honestly, really do like the Peter Stokeby Optimum. Now, when I first tried it out weeks ago, no, last month I had some Peter Stokeby. I did not like it as much, and I think it was because of the pipe I smoked out of, which was primarily not the apple pipe I have here, but the billiard one I actually gave my best friend. Excuse me, the billiard pipe. I think it just did not play well with the Peter Stokeby, which I have added into my container right here. This is what we got of the Peter Stokeby tobacco right there, chat. So we still got some, also my other English blend. We got some of the Haunted Bookshop with some navy ribbon in it. So that's what I call the jerky strips. A navy ribbon was made for the people in the Navy, so that would make it easier for them to load their pipes. Especially like somebody like General Douglas MacArthur, or MacArthur, how do you want to say his name? That is a Navy flake, chat. And it's designed so you can rip it up, rub it out, whatever you want to call it, and then load it into a bowl and have it plugged and stuff, so that way it can be a good sized bowl. However, though, that one has a good dash of James Perique, or 31 Farms of James Perique. St. James Perique, sorry. So it is a big thing with that their chat is that something like St. James 31 Perique, or 31 Farms St. James Perique, is going to be a very, very unique flavor that if you're not accustomed with, it is going to fucking really assault the palate. Were they doing a halftime show or something? Yeah. Yep. Because that's awesome. They got a halftime show with Eminem going and fucking Jack White playing for the Lions tonight. I love that. That's fine. They're doing like a rock version of Lose Yourself, it sounds like. Yep. That's cool. Jack White and Eminem playing together for the halftime show for the Detroit Lions. I love that. Like, for those who really do not know anything about Detroit, you can hear about all the bad shit, all the dumb shit. Even my favorite YouTuber, Nux, likes to rip on my home state and my home city of Detroit. And I'm going to tell you this right now, fam. Nobody knows Detroit like a true Detroit person. You just got to go to Detroit with an actual Detroit person. They'll teach you the ins and outs, where to go, where not to go, where the best places to drink, eat, vibe, party at, all that stuff. Yep. And now, they're doing Seven Nation Army. Wipe it out a bit. And then I'm gonna do a little small wrap just into the carb cap side of the pipe, so that way it can and that is what we just pulled out of the pipe, so that way it can stay nice and clean, chat. You hear the whole crowd doing the whole oh, that's so dope. I love that, man. And when you can hear the crowd sing the song like verbatim for what he's singing, that's what I love hearing, chat. Huge White Stripes fan. So love the fact that they had Jack White and Eminem both playing for the little show that they did for Thanksgiving today. I always love that too, because it's like we always get like our own little halftime show. I always feel like for the Thanksgiving show, and I always love that, chat. It's always been one of my favorite things about the this time of year for football, and you can hear the crowd, man. Holy shit! They were definitely glad to hear some fucking rock music instead of fucking whoever the fuck they want to bring to the fucking Super Bowl, who doesn't even like America, tells us we need to learn Mexican in order to fucking understand his fucking stupid ass. Like, I got a word of advice. Hey, ICE, deport his fucking ass back to fucking wherever the fuck he belongs. Keep him the fuck out of our fucking country. I think we really need to start doing a little bit more with these fucking scumbags that kind of want to come into our country and be like, oh, fuck America, fuck this country sucks. It's like, hey, there's the fucking door, by the way. We don't fucking want you here. Get the fuck out. Like, if somebody really wants to complain about America, you gotta serve in the country. You gotta be from our country. And you better love our fucking country. And especially if you're one of these scum fucks that comes from one of these bullshit, backwards, fucking, legitimate bumfuck nowhere towns or cities from the boonies of the fucking desert or Africa, motherfucker. Guess what? You better fucking come with some actual fucking respect. Like, you come from a fucking absolute scumfuck town. You come into our country, and then you go, this country sucks. I want to make it more like Somalia. Fuck you, go back to Somalia. We don't want you here. We don't need you here. You come to America, you come to assimilate to America. Simple as that, dipshits. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting more like a raspberry and vanilla vibe. A lot of people say tropical fruits. I'm not getting tropical fruits though from this. Whoa! It just got like Silent Hill foggy outside. Dude, it just got like Silent Hill foggy outside. Like you would swear like 1,000 people were smoking a pipe all at once outside, Chad. That's how much smoke there is out there. Oh yeah. That's some good tobacco there, chat. I changed my mind on the Peter Stokeby Optimum. I was not a fan of it originally. This one definitely has grown on me. But I want to say this is actually... Not only is this better because, okay, so the lady when I went and got this one, right, instead of her getting it out of the jar that's been sitting there for however long, she pulls out the fucking bulk bag where the like the 5-pound bag over the tobacco where they pull it out of and put it in the jar, and she got it fresh out of that, and so my shit was super moist when I got it, and I was like, damn. But when you spend the money I do on pipe tobacco, when you spend the money on, you know, these types of things like that, you want to get the best quality of the quality, so it's always nice to have that. My lady's roommate's super happy and excited now that I'm giving her a mod chat. Because again, I have my Vupu Argus GT that I've been using a lot. And then I have my traditional Geek Vape L200 that I use as well. So I have my two mods that I use for vaping right there. And I have this Geek Vape Z200 that I've had for a while now. And I'm not using it whatsoever. And so my lady just told me that her roommate literally has been using a burnt coil and like no juice really for the last few weeks now, and I was like, I got her, don't worry. Like, yeah, there's a lot more cloudage in that. But I really only do that for the flavor, honestly, if I really want to, or if I'm bored of smoking. Because at the end of the day, this is the only thing that's actually hitting me in the head and be like, oh, God, that feels good. Like, I feel relaxed, I feel solid, I feel happy. I want to cogitate on something, I want to think about, so I can sit here and just be like, yes, okay, yes. You know, I can sit there and think about my actions, my behavior, my desires or my wants and stuff like that in a better way, and focal them in a much more conducive way through pipe tobacco versus just being like, oh, let's just go do whatever we want. Then also getting to see these little clouds hanging in the air too. It's just so beautiful. I love seeing the tobacco smoke hanging in the air like that. That is some fire tobacco right there, chat. I did not think I was going to really love the Peter Stokeby as much as I'm loving this one right now, but this Optimum is really fucking good. The French Vanilla by Peter Stokeby just isn't as strong on the vanilla that I want. I want the vanilla to really come through and punch me in the face. You know, like the Autumn Evening does with the maple and the vanilla on this guy here. That is some fantastic tobacco, chat. I'm definitely really enjoying that. And then we got some apple crumble and then some chocolate vanilla caramel flavored tobacco coming in soon as well, chat, on Monday. So, to say that I have plenty of tobacco coming in, you're solid on that. Of course, I'm going to go to the Refuge and load my boy Cody up a bowl of some of the Aaron Go Bragg apple crumble when we get that, because it's going to be fantastic. I can already tell that. The other one I'm excited to try out is that RLP 6 by Lane Limited, because it's the caramel, chocolate, and vanilla. And being that, you know, complex of a flavor, I'm really excited. And it's just a red Virginia and burley tobacco, if I'm not mistaken on that one. It might have some black Cavendish in it as well, chat, but I'm not sure. Alright. Yo, chat. What's up, Goo? Happy Thanksgiving, kiddo. My little kitty cat. Happy Thanksgiving, baby girl. There we go. Wipe out the bowl there, chat. What kills me too, chat, is that when the tobacco oil does get swabbed out, it always looks like a burnt, like, mark on the ship. That's how hot the oil can be. Like literally, chat, that right there is what is not going into your lungs or even in your mouth, because it's sitting within the reservoir of the Sherlock. That's what this does right here. It helps build all that moisture up, so you're getting a nice, just like the Peterson system pipe, right? It's allowing for the moisture to stop, allowing for the smoke to come through nice and dry, but cooler, and a little bit more sweeter tasting too on the flavor notes, because then it removes that bitter notes of the actual oils and stuff like that out of it. Then we're going to toss that away, and we're going to go ahead and hit the bong. So we loaded up some of that sunset sherbet in there. Cheers, chat. That is... Wow, fantastic. Yes, I know. I'm going to help get stuff picked up in just a moment. I wanted to stream for a bit before I put a BRB screen up. No, I know, but I was letting you know that. Like, holy shit, chat. I'm expecting to fucking see Pyramid Head walking up out of this bitch. Like, it's that fucking hazy out there. Like, I'm expecting to hear a fucking siren and then see fucking Alyssa Gillespie at my window. That was a delicious and absolutely beautifully drawn hit too, I gotta say. Okay. Cheers again, chat. That whoo chat was a fucking hit. Holy shit. About a piece of cardboard. Whoo chat. That was a mighty hit to the lungs. Especially when you're smoking a pipe. That doesn't go in the lungs, it's going in the mouth. Yo, Connie, appreciate you, lady. Thank you so much for that. Definitely appreciate that for the lawsuit. It has been moved, by the way, Connie. It got moved to December 4th, for all those wondering. The lawsuit, we got added 2 more pages. And it was just so that the other landlord that's here could be added to the fucking lawsuit for whatever reason. So I'm really hoping that they see that as fucking harassment. By the courts and will favor us. So here's to that, chat. Cheers to that. Alright, chat. We're gonna start this bad boy up before we go take care of the garbage really quick and some of the other stuff. I want to go ahead and start this pipe up. Okay. That much heavier on the cocoa now. Much heavier on the cocoa. Alright, chat, give me 1 second here. we're gonna go run some stuff out to the garbage really fast, and then I will be right back while we smoke our pipe. Oh, if I can. There we go. Also, thank you, Voodoo, for that. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Voodoo. Hopefully you're having a good Thanksgiving with your family.
Happy Thanksgiving.
The family says happy Thanksgiving to you as well, brother. We are just getting some stuff cooked up and cleaned up and everything like that. I'm moving some stuff around. I actually was just taking some trash outside to kind of get it ready for the guests that are about to come over. That's why I'm trying to get this stream going, you know what I mean? Trying to do this whole little thing before everybody comes over and whatnot. But I told them that if I was still live when they came over, not to just, kind of bear with me, I'd come out and hang out with everybody. So, yeah, God bless to you as well, brother. God bless to you as well. And Godspeed, especially if you're traveling at it at all during this year for the holidays, brother. Hopefully you guys are safe. It is like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's actually kind of cool for our Thanksgiving out here, dude. We got like fucking Silent Hill vibes going on outside. So it's like uber creepy, but super chill looking outside. I love it. I'm loving it. But we're about to switch over the screen here in just 1 second, fam. Just kind of moving some stuff around. Oh shit, I forgot about the fucking spoon from last night. Damn it. Okay. Now I'm trying to take care of some stuff, like I said, because I got some guests that are going to be coming hanging out in the bedroom, as well as guests are going to be out in the living room. Because we got a few people coming over. We got my best friend. He's coming over because he didn't want to go back all the way to Portland, which is about a 6-8 hour drive from here just to go stay with his family for Thanksgiving. He was like, I'm doing that for Christmas, so he didn't want to do it twice, back to back within 2 months. So he was like, screw it, I'm gonna stay and hang out with you guys for Thanksgiving. And we're like, of course you can. He's like family to us, so we were like, of course you can come and stay and hang out with us. And then yeah, so I wish I was trying to see my grandmother in Dominican Republic, but it will be in March. Me and my dad and my sisters planned it for March. Nice. So hey, I mean, that's still not bad though. You guys can do like kind of like an Easter kind of vibe, though. I mean, granted, it's, before April and all, but, still, you could do an Easter vibe for, for the visit with the grandma out in the DR, because I know the Dominican Republic, well, depends on the area, as long as, she ain't being killed for being a Christian. That'd be good. I know there's a lot of fucking, all that shit going on in the Congo and DR and all that stuff like that, so definitely, pray for her and hope that she stays safe out there, because honestly, yeah, no, it's fucking disgusting, the slaughtering of Christians out there by fucking Muslims, man. Again, basically the fucking Mormons of the desert. Those fucking smelly bastards. So, but, yeah, no, dude, fucking, I hate Mormons, or not Mormons, but Muslims, dude. Muslims are just fucking absolute, just disgusting fucking freaks. Anybody who says it's okay for you to rape a 6-year-old girl, and she lives in the countryside of DR, still, definitely pray, because I know that's where a lot of that's going on right now, because nobody's out there to protect them, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's out in the countryside to protect them like they would be in the cities, so, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's, Muhammad himself took Aisha, one of his brides. She was 6 years old when he took her as a bride. She was 9 years old when he raped her. And this is why you have so many 8 and 9-year-old girls over in the Middle East die of blood loss on their wedding night. That is fucking disgusting. So anybody a part of something like that, you're fucking scum of the earth. And I have nothing but the wish of pure, just religious justice upon your ass. And so supposedly, right? That's why I desperately want, dude, that's why I always say it about education and stuff like that. You should always continue your education. Look into this video. I'm going to link you this video for everybody in chat. This is the video from Dr. J. Smith. This video is the video that opened my eyes. Now, I saw this video literally came to me, it felt like, literally after we lost Charlie Kirk. And I'm not even joking, chat. The day we lost Charlie Kirk, this very fucking video, actually ended up coming to my, it came to my fucking, whatchamacallit, to my feed the day of his death. And I was just like, this is God speaking through this. Alright? That's how this felt. here is that on YouTube side. Also, bear with me, guys. I got the fucking feeds going in the background by accident because I'm trying to link this video in every chat real quick. All right, there we go. So that video right there. Grab that link and put it somewhere. You copy, paste it, do whatever you can there, Voodoo. Or ask me again about it later, and I will DM it to you a little bit later on. Because I got to open up fucking Discord on the laptop and everything like that still. I haven't opened it up yet today, so it would take time to do the update and all that shit. But that video, though, by Dr. J. Smith tells you about why Muslims are fake. Why they believe in a fucking made-up dude. Muhammad never existed. Okay? The title Mahmed was all what that came from. And Mahmed means the anointed one. Alright? Things like that. The blessed one. So that it came from a title that a fucking I do believe it was a Syrian Aryan. It was an Aryan priest that took the name. It's literally one of those things, like, seriously, chat. It's crazy. It is crazy to see. But yeah, no, Muhammad, though, never existed, is the main thing. But if he did exist, then yes, he got away with it because he said he was a prophet of God. And that, because, he was the most holy of holies, that what he did was justified and all this other stuff like that. But then this became a standard for all Muslim men. This is why you have Muslim men who end up taking 8-year-old, 9-year-old women as wives, okay? That are married off to by like their fucking fathers and stuff like that to these other men, and they are raped then by these men to the point that on their wedding night they bleed to death. That's what happens to these poor little girls. And then people want me to have respect and fucking empathy for these fucking animals. Like, no, I'm sorry, dude, that's a fucking disgusting demon if I've fucking ever seen one. Like, proof that there are demons amongst us on this earth. They're just called Muslims. That's all. There's also further proof to actually make the argument that the ancient Mesopotamian god of Baal, however you want to pronounce it, was then later transferred to Allah. So, if you believe that in the biblical text, that means that they worship the devil. So, keep that also in mind as well, chat. That's something I think anybody who has ever dealt with a Muslim to really think about when they say the name of Allah. That they're talking about the devil, okay? And legitimately, you're talking to a devil worshiper. They'll claim that they're holy. They'll claim that they're good. But, I mean, that's what the devil would have done, too. He claimed that he was better than humans. Remember? So, just remember thy enemy. And you will be much, much ready for the adversity that he will send thy way. Versus to be blind and negligent to his works and then be like, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Oh, come on. It's the fucking devil. What do you expect? He's going to do whatever he can to survive. Okay.
Oh
there we
my
go.
God.
I did at least some of the picking up their chat and pick up some of the boxes. Hello, Bubba's. Everything's given to you, baby boy.
Oh, it is.
Come on. Come on, stream for me, Bubba's. Yeah, your mama here too today. Yeah. Yeah, your mama. You wanna go see her? Go get your mama. Go get your mama. Yeah, go get your mama. No, you want? Yeah, I had him on stream. He wanted Shauna though, but then. Bubba's.
Oh, I'm gonna wipe. Can I wipe it out since it's got food in it?
He needs to start learning.
Well, it's just got the hair and the food in it. Isn't it?
About that.
I know
If
you
we gotta
don't
do
care.
that. Get them food then too.
I'm trying to prevent you from having kitty.
That's not gonna give it to him. It's the salt that did that. But
I
it's,
actually did a whole
but
bunch of
still, it's
Okay.
real quick. No. What I'm asking real quick though is I'm saying that real fast. So just please get a thing of food on the way back.
Next time I make chili, I have to try something. The turkey? Yeah, it should be. I touched it last night and it was really cold. So even if it's still frozen, it'll be while you're at that, Ziploc bag, you can find large protein bags. I don't even know if it's still in the box anymore. Box would be great.
Trying to organize stuff in your two chat at the same time. Okay. So we had some of the lane BCA. I'm gonna do some of this one here. I'm making sure to check because eventually we have another one coming in, and then when he gets here, we made to make sure because he's gonna try to probably park behind her. The problem is they're gonna go here soon to the store for just a small moment and then come back. So there'll be enough room for everybody parking. So that's what I'm trying to make sure on too. So I appreciate that, Mom. Appreciate that. All right.
Bye, Bubba. I know, although no, they were in the
That was actually a little random. Yeah, apparently a cop just drove through here. Like, that's crazy. Give me 1 second. Okay, now my fucking shit has come back. All of a sudden there, chat, I lost all of my audio. I lost the microphone. I don't know what the fuck just happened. But everything just dropped. So, wasn't really sure what the fuck was going on with that. This is the first time I've actually tried the Peter Stokeby chat out of this pipe properly, in that sense, where I've let it So I haven't tried the Peter Stokeby though out of this pipe like this yet. This is the first actual attempt here, chat, and I gotta say, I'm actually thoroughly impressed with the way it tastes. It is definitely fruity with a little touch of vanilla as a cream. And that is just a fantastic tobacco. It's got a good taste. It's got a good smell to the room as well. That was a good tobacco, chap. That was a really good tobacco. Wasn't a fan of it originally when I first tried this. Like I said, last month. It was out of the billiard pipe, bent, briar. It's nothing special, but something about it pulled through a burnt taste. And it, again, I'm pretty sure it was because they gave me just a kind of like a bad batch. There was something about the last time I used it. This really didn't come through as nicely, chat. So it is nice to actually have that one. Actually tastes a lot better through this Peterson. And I honestly think that it's just because of the fact that she actually pulled it from the 5-pound bag versus the jar that was been sitting there for God knows how long. So the fact that she pulled it from that, and it was nice and fresh, right? It was like the freshest I've probably ever had of any tobacco. Yeah, there's Zeffy in the window, looking handsome. Hi, Bubbas. Yeah, you're on stream. Everybody can see your big butt. Look at you. Look how huge he is, chat. That's how big that cat is. And that's not even fully stretched out, really. Huh. Now you're only like a quarter stretched out, aren't you? What's up, handsome? What's up, Bubbas? What's up, Bubba? You're so handsome. Look at that face. Look how handsome you are. Look how handsome you are. Oh, is that Tommy? You hear Tommy there, Chad? Oh. Did you really? Really? Look how you're laying in my arms. Yes, you just... you flopped. You can't flop in my arms like that, dork. It doesn't work that way. Alright, turn it going. Give the cat some love like that, and I can still get the pipe going. Oh. It's not Tommy. I thought it was our other buddy Tommy coming over for Thanksgiving. Yeah, the Peter Stokely though, I was trying to say though, like, it was giving me more of a burnt taste out of the billiard pipe that I used out of the first time, and it was like, I don't know, there was something about the tobacco in it, like, I wasn't getting that fruit vibe that it said. Like, it says it's got a bunch of exotic fruits, like, you know, tropical fruits, like passion fruit, and other things like that, or, you know, even just some, like, standard ones, like raspberries and stuff, you know, along those lines, but a little bit of a vanilla cream, and you could smell it in the bag that I had from it, and then which I got from Big Smoke, and then once I got it home, it just, I don't know, it never tasted like that good after the first day that I tried it, which I was like, oh, this is great, and then afterwards I was like, why the fuck does this taste like shit all of a sudden? This is gross. Literally, this being fresh, and like I said, I got it jarred in this little Tupperware container right here. Just put the tobacco in a little container like so, as you guys can see. You can smell way more of the fruit that's in here. It's got more of like a Fig Newton kind of smell, with a little bit of a vanilla cream to it, you know? It's a really good smell on this tobacco. That's what it looks like more so. It's kind of hard to show on stream, but it's a little bit more orangish brown with the black in there. So that's the black Cavendish and the Burley mixed with the bright Virginia. It's a fantastic smoke though. Absolutely fantastic smoke. Fantastic. Nice, easy to tamp it down. Great flavor all the way through. I will say though, the Cornell Diehl is still my favorite company so far. Peter Stokely is probably, I'd say, getting up there when it comes to quality, right? The French vanilla, like I said earlier, wasn't the greatest, but they have a hazelnut that I would like to try. I'll give them a shot on their hazelnut, because hazelnut's a way to win me over. Right? If it tastes like hazelnut, I'll probably like it, you know, as long as it's good. Hello.
Hello.
But the other benefit of using the Peterson here is that it doesn't have that ability to give you the moisture in the mouth unless you accidentally pull too much as you're smoking it. Which, speaking of which, chat, we've been smoking now for a good bit here on this. And I'm going to assume no fucking way. There is like no moisture, chat. That's beyond impressive. Okay. I'm just curious to see here. So it looks like actually some of the moisture was building up in there, but it was going into the tube, which it's not supposed to, but it didn't get in the mouth, which is surprising. I got like a bit of a walnut taste from that. The walnut taste came from the smell. It was a backdraft, okay? The taste, definitely berry, cream, bit of a pastry note. And I noticed that was another thing that I've seen people say about this one, is it has a bit of a confectionery pastry kind of note. And it comes from the vanilla though. There's the vanilla. It's gonna be like a little bit more synthetic kind of tasting than most people. That's good though. It's good. I like it. That was good tobacco chat. Honestly, I think it'll be a decent quality of a smoke that we have for the Thanksgiving. Hopefully, we'll actually be able to make it a better one after our little thing there. Literally, just I don't understand why people gotta get upset over dumb things. I wasn't getting upset. I was just asking for somebody to do something. Of course, it's always gonna be like, oh, let's add like 90 different things to it, because it's always like, oh, with the women, it's never just like, hey, can you just go do this thing? Done. It's, let me explain all this other shit that needs to be explained that doesn't need to be. It's just like, so it gets a little frustrating. But you're the only dude in a house full of women. Really need my boy to get it here. At least it'll even out the odds a little bit in my favor. A little bit. But I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here though, guys. And it has been a good stream though so far. Honestly, it has been fun. It has been a great one to hang out with everybody. I do hope all you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving as well. I hope, again, as I said earlier, if you guys are traveling, please be safe on your travels. Please be good out there with everything that's going on. Because quite honestly, I would love to not have to hear that anybody got into any accidents or anything like that over the holiday, especially because you might be a good driver, but you can't always attest with all the idiots on the road. You know what I mean, chat? So But we got a chili going and we got a turkey going. So we got two absolutely fantastic dishes going to be prepared for tonight's dinner. And there's lots of other stuff that we're gonna have for the evening as well, too, chat. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun. We're gonna play some video games. I'll be doing that off stream though. So if you guys want to hang out and we do any of the gaming and stuff like that, maybe in the Discord, I'll pitch that maybe to everybody later on. We'll see how that goes. But as far as it goes right now, we're just gonna be doing a lot of. But the way all this has been kind of, going right now has been just kind of a much more smoother evening, So I'd like to continue the smoothness of that, and hopefully we can have actually a good day, not just for us, but just for everybody in general, the whole of the world. I'd like to have no more issues. I mean, we just had 2 National Guard members be assassinated. That's fucking sad. Like, really, we need to have a wake up here in this country about these things, and we need to find a way to stop that type of stuff. Okay. Oh, I feel like I got a little bit of moisture finally building up in the pipe, so I'm gonna let that sit for a second there, and then I'm gonna deal with the moisture in the pipe, and then we're gonna continue smoking and enjoying the day, though, chap. So I will see you guys all. Most likely we're gonna do a stream tomorrow. I can't remember what time I plan to do it afterwards. I got a couple errands I gotta run tomorrow morning, and it's gonna be an early day for me and the little sister, but we're gonna take care of a lot of shit, and we're gonna have a good fucking day as well tomorrow as well. But I plan to have a grand, fantastic stream with all of you lovely fucking souls afterwards tomorrow, so that way we can enjoy the evening or the afternoon, whichever it might be, and enjoy some tobacco, maybe a little bit of cannabis, who knows. Maybe we'll even have a beer tomorrow, who knows. But either way, plan to have a grand, fantastic time. See you guys all tomorrow, chat. Love you all. Happy Thanksgiving, and have a wonderful day.